On the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals. Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it back looking for help. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll go to the ground. On the move is the 30. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Might as well give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. It's Figueroa. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space. It's Ramirez. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. The opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to run it back. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Line gets set, first down. Dropping back, it's McDaniel. Fires complete on the crosser. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
and have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
Coming after it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Looking for a block. It's Figueroa. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Caught in the backfield. It's Ramirez.
I'll tell you, on defense, these linebackers are trained not just to stop the run, but to go out and cover in space and make tackles in the open field. That linebacker shows you all of his skill set there.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Got his man. Timeout.
Man, get out of here, man. Yo, man, come on, yo.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down.
Come on, man.
He is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner. Got the speed, got the.
I ain't right for that, bro. Ain't right for that, bro.
That matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down.
Man, they don't scare you, bro.
A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Figueroa.
Oh, God.
Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup. And
Where the ball at, man?
Down. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying. And a great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary.
Oh, good jump.
He sees him wide open.
Oh, he wasn't letting me jump.
And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
After starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. The
Go to work, that dog.
life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Back to throw, it's McDaniel. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
You know, this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. On first down from their own 22. He's looking to throw it. Quick completion on the out. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play on. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense.
Ah, couldn't get it up in the air, man.
Looking for more room. And he was looking for the pick six. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together.
Do some pressure.
Excellent field position here for the offense. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Way to take him out the picture, baby. I knew you were looking back across that middle. That was me did it. I was hoping I didn't get flagged.
That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Oh, come on.
Is it incomplete?
There's an example of what happens when a quarterback doesn't
Come
have a
on,
chance to set
baby.
his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Back to throw, it's McDaniel. And the defense
Had to
gets
take
to the
that.
quarterback.
Had to take that.
How nice is it as a
Had to
defense
take that.
when
Let's
you
see
can drop
about this.
7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're
Man,
the
you got to
big
get up out that pocket, bro.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass
I ain't stepping in front of right there. Come on.
Trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, it's Figueroa.
Come on with the ball, man.
A lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end.
That was me, that ball popped out, yo.
First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for an open area to his left. He's got an
Oh,
open
dude,
man.
man.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the
Boy, get
defense
straight up
brings
hits
it
too,
to an
bro.
end.
The ball
Really good
still
job
won't
hauling
pop
that
up.
pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle.
Woo.
A little too much on that
That
one.
was
Just
sweet,
out of
though.
his reach.
That was sweet, though. I like that. Yeah, that was sweet right there now.
Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Ramirez. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Oh, Lord.
They bring him down, and he's going to
Oh,
lose a
big
yard
boy.
on that
Got
one.
him in mouth.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the
Oh,
end
they
zone.
gonna put me on the angle just
And it's
stop.
caught. Touchdown, Texas.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone.
You see me out there struggling trying to recover, too.
Find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him. And I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Boy, they the ball now. They got to do something. Man, put a score on the board. Change something.
Here on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do
Exactly.
at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Lofts one high and deep.
Come on,
That's going to
bro.
be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
The block.
That pass is well
Right.
off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Does this head coach not believe in punting? Does he think punting's against the rules?
I'm saying, right, you think you're not punching against the rules?
On 4th down, they'll pass for
Oh, come on, man.
Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance.
That's some
Incomplete.
bullshit.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
spits it out to the back.
Come on, man. Pick the ball, man.
For grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
It's never easy on defense being in a sudden change situation like this. On the very first snap, they take a shot. You're backed up almost in your red zone. Great job forcing an incompletion now to catch your breath, get some momentum.
They make the stop, but they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Fullback's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Give to the big fullback.
Oh, boy.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough.
Man, ain't no way, man.
I tell you guys, this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He can catch the football, and he can also run it, especially on 3rd down. What a weapon.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal. Run it with the fullback. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
That big boy. I'm like, good spear, though.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that hurts because 2nd down, you got everything in front of you. The whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's 3rd down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it.
They ain't let these dudes block like that, man.
Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Penn State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to...
Going downfield for the big play. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love
get that ball out of his hand, man. That's slow release.
Manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this
sophomore
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Trying to get to it.
Oh, second man help you. Second man help you just now, boy.
Second down.
Dang, he helped you just now.
Time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's McDaniel. Lets it fly deep downfield.
Big boy step.
He's got it in the end zone.
Some room. Just give him some room.
Tiger.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half we can keep airing the football out.
Little man about to put me a rickshaw.
Who knows what the heck happens.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great
Yo,
first half.
boy, that was me, bro. I heard him too. Oh, I heard myself.
When I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. We're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires it. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown,
man,
Texas.
get out of here,
And
man.
once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Well, these offenses
Outta
get
here, man.
hard to stop. Already up early. Got a short field. Take advantage of it, too. Get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
Oh, shit, yeah.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To the air, it's McDaniel. Pressure coming.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good. Talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground. Incomplete.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
The Longhorns will hustle to the line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense.
Good, I need to go through my
Now, they're
squad
back
because
up
I
here,
know I got
Jesse. Wonder how
3
aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense.
Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion.
Yeah, that's
on
crazy
third
right
down.
there. I didn't know we were
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments
room
here
on
at
the
halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On fourth down, going to the air. Fires to the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11 on 11.
I know he wasn't still trying to pitch the ball.
And stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not.
Picked He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
You know, I
Oh,
like
me
the
too.
decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. There was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit. The defense able to come up with a big pick.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He's going to pass. Going up top. And he intercepts it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run play action. They're trying to get to him. Just missed his man, gave him just a little.
Play that one to the T right there.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. The ball scores
And
free.
crushed him just now,
And
bro.
the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
for a hit.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got it.
Oh, he stood behind him and got right back in. Okay.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find
What kind of car?
playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
You might sit in the room. No, probably do.
On to attempt the try.
That probably just somebody come bring the kids over there. So.
That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity.
That little gray car that we parked right there in front of the yard is theirs now. That's his daughter. He bought it for his daughter. Oh, okay. I don't know about that. Oh, okay.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will
Oh,
start
man.
at 25.
What you did today?
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football up.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he will roll.
So I get it this time.
Touchdown by you, Bengals. What a
Bengal, that boy fans, boy, that boy be balling,
bro.
bro.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks on him so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Minnesota is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying, no mas. The type of performance we're just not used to seeing in Minneapolis. They're trailing by 17 to Stanford. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The give to the back. At the 35, he's got room. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a
I can't catch him, though.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Looking for room. It's Ramirez. Discards a man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on second down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Gets it out fast. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes.
I'm going to keep hurting himself, boy.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field.
I'll be down in a little bit. I got one more game.
You got to do a better job.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll mark it down at the 30.
So like when people all in the house together.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its lap.
Oh, come on, man. Y'all gonna block up the middle, bro?
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking down the middle, and that is interception number 3 on the day. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the pummeling has started.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
LSU 21.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Oh, he would have loved to tack on the big return, but they've got it in the red zone at the 16.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by them.
Touchdown, Texas! And the stomping has commenced.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
LSU 21.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
LSU Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a man. It's McDaniel. Using the quick game.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking.
And they got him for the sack.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. LSU right back to the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to move it through the air. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter.
Texas 56, LSU 21.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They're going to throw it again. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, LSU.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And the point after is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
You must have seen what was about to happen. That boy started closing in.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to pull out.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead.
They the boys hit him,
What you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find
He came with a straight dive.
Offense gets set for second down.
I ain't even make me play
DB's
a
right
remove
up
all
on the
kind of
receivers. Leaves it with the running back.
Get out of here. No, man.
And chunk
Come
plays are
on,
the
man.
name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge
Some
lead.
bullshit.
And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this
Well,
unit has so
pass
much
on
speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
The give to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown!
Oh, kind of damn blocking you got. Damn, I'm on
And the
wrong
route
shit.
is on.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over the Pandas. We promise
Damn,
to
in
keep you
one damn
posted on
formation,
what
boy.
goes
This is
down in
crazy.
this
This is
exciting
crazy,
college
crazy.
football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking to go up top on first down. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense in press coverage. Now on the option. Now the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And the punishment has been extended.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lama got it too steep.
Lining up to cover the kick after that
Hold on.
touchdown drive.
There you go. There you go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think
he unleashes a long one. And he's got it inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Big march to the red zone, and here they go. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point on.
Looking downfield, it's McDaniel. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And the extra point splits the uprights. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Looking for a deep man. Pulls it in on the right.
Man, come on.
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns. And And the beatdown has ensued. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. What a complete
throw the ball,
disaster.
man.
What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and
This
take
dude
the safety.
releases so
And that kind of
off.
sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
And the Texas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Still on his feet at the 45. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And sometimes you go, man, what a play by that guy. He carried people, or he broke tackles, or his speed. And that time I'm like, Palmer, where is the defense?
I think it's too many guys being so...
Just plowing ahead. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, he's had the hot hand. 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they featured him today.
Well, it's a really nice job by the defense there, anticipating that they might see jet sweep here down close to the goal line. Good play.
It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to pound their way in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. The big fullback's got it. He stopped. 4th and goal, and he lost a yard back to the 2.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
He's got his man. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Quarterback will audible. Looking for a man. It's McDaniel. They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And he's brought down after the
Got to
pick,
mold
but
him.
not
Got to
before
mold
putting
him a
his
little
offense
bit.
in business. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down.
Yeah, that quarterback
Let's see what this is
getting
about.
late, man.
First down here for the offense. The DBs will back off a bit. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got some room to run. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.